Touch New Zealand's coverage of the Premier Touch League is brought to you by SAS Sport and One Foundation. It's the Premier Touch League.
Tēnā koutou e tiwi and welcome back to the Premier Touch League. This is the Manukau Raiders taking on Te Waipounamu. I'm Hika Penny and joining me is Michael Kavanagh from the Raiders. Kia ora, Kev.
Yeah, kia ora Hika, pleasure to be here.
Awesome to have the local boy here too. He's come back to the O3 for the weekend. Now, what an unbelievable facilities we got here at Nga Puna Wai there, Kev.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's relatively new. It was being developed when I actually left the O3, so it's cool to come back and see the multi-sport event or stadium that they've kind of created here. You know, you got hockey, athletics, rugby league, touch rugby football, you know, list goes on.
I mean, you could have an international here. Sorry, we don't have time to read out all the team lists, but we do have the Manukau Raiders. We have Savannah, Tavita, Pune, Mesley Davis, Charlotte Davis, watch out for her, and also Jessica Maha, Jamie Kolose. We've got Huru, Conway, Sarah Baldwin, Goodwin, Flavel, Atonovich, Morrison, Lisa Putt. We've got Te Ariki Mana and Lisa Edwards-Rua. That is your Manukau Raiders team, coached by Lance Flavel, managed by his lovely wife, Lorena Flavel. And that's your Manukau Raiders team. Te Waipounamu, they had a real tight one this morning, Cav. And here's their team list.
Yeah, for the southern crew here, we've got Moore, Yee, number 4, Turnbull, co-captain, Lee again, Weirley, Sycamore, Hortony, Kavanagh, Hopcroft, Donald, Rowe, Aitken, Scully, finished off by Forks. Managed by Tony Wool and coached by Damien Burden and Dennis Thompson.
Excellent. Here we have the Manukau Raiders on the tap-off here. Just changing up the tempo. Ball's going to come out to Vic Pone. She's got a lovely right to left. Little bounce-out play there from Jess. Good defence there by Meg Sycamore. The right link there for right middle there for the Southern Girls. Oh, Jessica, nice little inside ball. Ooh, nice play there to start things off, Kev.
Yeah, looking for a follow there. Just ball didn't go to hand. They've identified that the connection between the Te Waipounamu team there is a little bit loose in the middle, so maybe look for a few more follows as the game continues, Hicks.
Nice energy. Here's Atawhai Hortene there coming up the field with the ball. Jessica Forks just bringing on the fresh legs. Michaela Moore's out there. Here's Dana. Wherever Dana, something's around the ball. Nice little strike dump on the end there. Just trying to manipulate that defence. Left to right in the corner to Atawhai Hortene. Completed their first set of 6, so they'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, a little bit slow through transition there, and we could probably see that where they finished on their strike dump was the result of not getting onto the field earlier enough. So it'll be something that the Te Waipounamu team will want to fix up through this half, as we see the Raiders here through Antonovich yarding good direct yards, and they've come up with a penalty, resulting in another 6 to the Raiders team. And
nice consistent 5s here from our adjudicators here. We've got Daryl Jones, Caleb Downs, and also Kaylee McCracken taking care of this one.
Yeah, it's good when the 5s are consistent. It really opens the game, it allows a lot of flow, and hopefully it'll allow a lot more touchdowns, as we see a good 32 pick off the deck there by Jess. Oh, nice ball through the hands and finished in the corner. I think there's Lisa Rua out there. Lovely finish there by the Raiders. Just goes to show the 1% is working well. Yeah, great work on the highlights here. We go through, there's a putt there, passes it off, and Charlotte Davis, she's all class, and they finish in the corner. They take the lead there, 1-0. Yeah, just a bit of a domino effect there defensively. They want to shut as one, not one by one, and we saw that the Te Waipounamu team there, they just weren't very connected on the line, and the Raiders were able to get the ball through the hands. Yeah, good to see young Lisa Putt get her hands on the ball real early in this one. And they just made an error there on the tap-off. Looked like not initiating, but here they go straight into their work. Here comes young Zaid, Sarah Baldwin, bright young talent, Charlotte, and they'll just, here comes Savannah. She'll grab some extra metres, got really, really good footwork. Just buys time for those subbers coming on. Yeah, nice and agile on her feet, Savannah, as she just tries to find gates through the defence. She's good at getting into the back, allowing her strike players a good platform on the back end of yards. Here we go. Oh, yeah, just a little bit of pressure there. Probably didn't need to push that past there, Kev. Yeah, just a little bit bunched there. Just probably could open the middle up a little bit. Try and find space rather than take it away, I think, there, Hicks.
Nice, and I see your sisters out there representing for Te Waipounamu, Janelle Kavanagh, sister of Kev. Here we go. This is better transition through what we call the orange zone for the Southerners, Te Waipounamu. Nice power plant here by Meg Sycamore. Beautiful work. Dana's got options to work from. Recount there. And coming through that orange zone, Kev, that's what we want to see. Good, sharp, crisp subbing.
Yeah, just Dana on the back end there, knew that how direct the set was coming out of the box, and she was able to get the penalty. As we see a little bit of holding there, knew she was in a bad position. Held on to the Te Waipounamu girls singlet.
Yeah, no love lost from the Warriors teammates there.
Well, back-to-back penalties here. One more, we might see someone to the side.
And it's good to see our officials, they're all mic'd up now, so the calls are nice and fast. You know, there's no time wasting with I shouldn't say time wasting, but it's a lot quicker.
Look for a bit of a combination here between Sycamore, Turnbull and Hopcroft on the right link as she's coming in, as they run a nice little two-man play there. Faked the 33 peel, but full pass off the ruck, I think, has been called by the referee.
Yeah, looked like a little bobble at the ruck there, but, you know, defensively, Taya, Jess, they got really high energy, and they were right in the face of the Te Waipounamu girls, so they put them under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, not afraid to be physical too. That's what you want from a middle point defender, getting out nice and positive, getting a good strong touch to try and disrupt that roll ball.
Jamie Colossi on the ball. She's got a beautiful scoop on the end if she can find the right target. Just needs Tamika to go nice and strong. One wipe their sleeve. I think she's just going to come in. Nice plant there. Needs to work off the ball. There's Colossi. Goes right through the middle of the Te Waipounamu defence, and just a lack of communication defensively there.
Yeah, two got caught in the middle there up at the touch. We saw Meg and Dana just both getting caught at the point of the touch there, and both ended up going to their corners, as we see Jamie scooping through here and able to find, I think there's Shah Davis there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and Manukau Raiders have come out of this one starting pretty hot. They take a 2-0 lead, but here we go. Tap off here from the Southerners. Go nice and direct, just going in that 33 ruck zone. Here's Michaela Moore on the ball.
Yeah, I think the Southerners here, they just need to be consistent and try and move this Raiders defence around a bit. At the moment, they're quite static and it's not really working for them. The defence is able to get set. As we see a nice sweep play here, as we see Michaela coming on the back door.
It was a good touch from young Zaid. She got up there, promoted herself, profile back to the wing. Excellent work from the young girl Zaid. It's probably a penalty, need to hand that over.
Just basic errors here for Te Waipounamu, who's just really creeping in and giving the Raiders every chance to get down the field. Yeah,
a little lack of discipline. As we talked earlier, the Te Waipounamu teams don't get to train together. They're from sprinkled all over the South Island, whereas the northern players, they pretty much play a lot of modular club. So it has taken a little while for these. Well, this is the first time this group has actually played together. They had a lot out in the first round.
As we see here, left to right pick. Taya getting into the end goal, just trying to find an open player, and I think that's just, yes it is, number 5 there, Jessica Maha scoring for the Raiders, taking them out to a 3 touchdowns to 0 lead.
Yeah, she just held the ball in 2 hands, used her little goosey there, and was very composed, very calm, and found an open Jessica Maha, and they go out to a 3-0 lead. But I know with the amount of experience in this Te Waipounamu team, by no means are they out of this fight.
Nah, I think they just need to clear a little bit of their game up, and it's probably when they're leaving the green zone back into their orange defensively. They're just giving away stupid penalties, and as well they just need to control the ball a bit more, I think, through the field.
Here they go, nice little sweep play with your sister on the back door, just a nice little phase.
Yeah, that's good hold defence there from the Raiders. They isolated space, got to their point early, and they're able to manipulate the Te Waipounamu team to go to the sideline.
Well, that's great work. That's the type of attack, I think, is their strength of really running the Manukau Raiders side from side to side. Meg just needed a whole runner there, but that's definitely the type of play, sweep on sweep, phase plays, Gav.
Yeah, I'd imagine that from the box, Dames will be acknowledging that, and I'm sure we'll probably see a lot more of that as we creep into the early halfway point of this game. 8 minutes gone in the first half.
Just getting pulled again for being just short of the 5 there. Here we go, young Zadie on there, Sarah Baldwin, working with putt. There's Tavita, Asafo, Savannah. Charlotte Davis is still very experienced, really good at organising. Just trying to manipulate this defence, Cav.
Yeah, a lot of experience in this Raiders team. A lot have come through our New Zealand pathway systems or are currently involved in the youth or open pathways system. So they've got a good understanding of each other as we see that follow play there back into Savannah, who just maybe took a little bit of a knock there. No, it looks like she's getting back to her feet. She's tough.
She's smiling there. Hayla Lee coming real hard. Great shutdown there. And that's good defence. That was back-to-back defence by Te Waipounamu. Here they go, Meg Sycamore with the ball. Surely a nice platform here for the team, and they're about to ruck off that.
Yeah, we can just see they're getting caught at the body here. There's no initiating on the touch, and it's actually allowing the Raiders team a nice strong push off to be able to get them back on side as we see Hopcroft on the back of the ball here.
There's Molly Wheeler with the ball. Good to see her back at this level. There's Dana with the ball at hand. She's going to go short side. Zadie's chasing away.
That's a great touch there by the young middle.
Yeah, and she's doing excellent. Great work from Zadie. It's good to see her take these opportunities. Here we go. She's going to ruck off. She'll find the side of the body. Coming through Charlotte Davis. Just changing the tempo here. Savannah will try and find some early meters up the middle. Really good at that. Nice touch. That's a good touch there. Cass probably got away with leaving early, but that's what good wingers do, Cav?
Yeah, you gotta push the boundaries out there, Hicks. You work to your sideline ref, and hopefully they call you on, and the on-field referee acknowledges that the sideline reckons you're good. So play the boundaries.
Nice work, and that's good pressure from Molly was up there, Dana, and that's probably where you're gonna. I think there are opportunities to push the Raiders off their game plan. They just got in their face a little bit with the ball. They started moving it and made an error.
Yeah, they want to capitalise on this new set of 6 here. They've got a good set of 6 coming into the line. They've got a good defensive unit out there, though, the Raiders, through Taya and Jess. So look for their connection in the middle as we see a nice little outplay. Went onto a man-on position there, so there wasn't any space or any room.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get between Taya and Jessica Ma. Well, she just held off picking there. That's a good old-school trick, that one.
Yeah, I've seen Walters doing that actually during the week at Module Touch. You know, got to the ball and yeah, nice little hole. They were called early and like we said, they needed to capitalise on that and Te Waipounamu get their first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that trick since the old fielding module days. There, but got away with it. That's a heads-up play there. Cav might have to put that one in the pocket.
Yeah, I thought if the dummy half was there present that they weren't actually allowed to balk the picking up, so I'm not too sure on that one.
Yeah, credit to Emily Aitken. Number 16 for Te Waipounamu, and they get them on the score sheet. Here they go. Charlotte with the ball. Oh, yes, nice work. She cut down 14 there. Ella Donald cut down her passing time. Really got in her face. She had to sort of throw a messy pass. Here's Meg Sycamore laying the platform again. Horteni's at half. Michaela Moore going through the field. This is definitely the Southern way, nice and direct. Te Waipounamu touch 4, one more up the sleeve. Dana's on the ball. She's going to find a nice ruck there. And here goes Emily again, 16, who balked at the half. Goes through. Just going to finish on that far side there. No need to push that past. That's a great set after a tap off.
Yeah, there's ways to get back into games, and one way is just completing your sets, getting good field position, as we see just a little bit of a lazy press there coming through the field. They want to try and keep them in this area of the field, not giving the Raiders team a 4 or 5 on the 10 or the 15 metre mark. That's
good work. They've managed. That's a good injection there from Huru. Yeah, probably didn't quite control it, but definitely loved her energy as she come onto the field.
Yeah, good injection of energy there from the box. Took the Raiders team forward. Just unfortunate Lee wasn't able to hold on to the ball in the ruck as we see Te Waipounamu come into the green zone.
Here's Jessica Fawkes. Janelle Kavanagh at half, just pulling out, resetting. Still got time. Meg Sycamore, she needs to be definitely on the ball. Strike attacker's got a beautiful scooping game. See, she goes short side, just uses her speed. Just trying to find an open player. Excellent work there, and that's the combination. They've really found their feet, and we talked about experience on the Manukau Raiders side. There's quite a bit of experience here. So she goes through, ball in 2 hands, composed again. You know, these top players, they don't rush their passes, Cav, and they're right back in this Te Waipounamu.
Yeah, and for Savannah to get beaten for speed, Meg showed a good turn of foot there. Savannah's not slow, so good identification of maybe shoulders were turned in, took it to the short side and was able to find the open player there.
Yeah, and I'd be setting for Meg as much as I could if she's out on the field. So here we go. If they can D them out here, this is Taya's just a class player. Strike combo here. Jessica Maha's got the ball. Yeah, too much class, too much speed. And the timing of that play, Kev, I think we want to highlight just the timing of the plant, the dummy half pass. She comes around. Once the ball's not on the ground long, and she just bounces out and uses her speed. Canters over.
Yeah, you just saw Aitken there turning at the touch. Shoulders were turned into the body, as we see here. Jess is already on the outside shoulder and too much speed and able to dot down.
I know hindsight's an interesting thing, but maybe those two outsides could have just lifted up and shut down that space as an option, and I'm sure our good friend Damien Breeden would have acknowledged that and talk about that.
Yeah, and just maybe their pre-touches, they're coming in, you know, the folded shoulders, so they automatically gave away their short side there, Te Waipounamu.
Here we go, we've got Michaela Moore on the sweep there. She's got some nice speed, little inside play. Yeah, good touch. Oh, offside. The call is offside, so the touch was made. And that's a nice change up from the Otago girls. We have Michaela Moore, so she comes around on a sweep play, gets the ball, Dana checks back in. She calls the touch, but I think she was 1 foot off. You have to have both feet behind the line there, Kev.
Yeah, we'll see here. I weren't able to see on screen there, but yeah, referee deemed that they hadn't made the line, and Dana made every opportunity of it.
And he was right in a great position also. So we're going back and forth, really. Savannah, she's got the ball in 2 hands. She's a real threat. Huru with the ball, just getting Savannah. Nice plant there. Just dropping over to a 32 platform, a little bit disorganised.
Yeah, good off the deck ball there. Would have had the Te Waipounamu defence scrambling there as they're getting to a good outside if they can isolate it.
Oh, yeah, Zadie. Oh, she might have picked up an injury, unfortunately. Young girl.
And that's what happens when the the touches are made on the 5 there. We just see you can't get caught running into the line, and by the time you end up making the line, the touch is made there behind.
Looks like a shoulder. We're hoping she's tough as anything, young Zadie, but we are hoping that it's not too bad for her. So we're just going to have to take a little bit of time.
So for those of you that are watching at home, this is the last game of the day here. We've got the women's round. It's the Manukau Raiders against Te Waipounamu. I know that a few people have been watching during the day. A shout out to the Honour crew, a lot of old touch heads that are all viewed in around the world. We've got a couple in Singapore. We've got Mike Daly himself over in Perth, Leon in the Gold Coast, so it's good to know that some of our old heads of the game are tuned in watching. And
yeah, it's good to hear names like Powder, Leon, also Little Man, those ones that have worn the Canterbury colours. It's amazing to be here. These facilities, in my eyes, are world class. Nga Puna Wai, and I heard the local iwi Ngaita who take care of this facility, and unreal. Next to us we've got a AstroTurf of hockey, and the Black Sticks come and play here. So this facility, this is just a dream come true, isn't it, Kev, to bring a competition of this level down here to the South Island?
Yeah, I think it's cool for the province as well. Other than nationals that were held here in 2015, I think the last event before that might have been the NTS series back in the day, or it could have even been the All Nations back in 2005. So.
And it is a good sight to see young Zadie up on her feet walking off. She's definitely taken a bump on that shoulder. She got the touchdown. I know that'll be one thing she'll be saying, did I get it? Yes, she did. And she's in very, very good hands. We've got some great health care here looking after her. Te Waipounamu back at it. Just shy 4 minutes to go in this half. They're on hot attack here, and here's Molly Wheeler. It's good to see Molly back at this level, running around with Te Waipounamu. Hayley Lee's in there. Normally see her on the wing. She's running a sweet play here. Going to dummy the back door. Right to left over the top to Dana. Nice finish in the corner. He's caught it forward, but that was a good setup there, Kev.
Yeah, nice little fake of the sweep coming around on the back door there, and Dana wound up to find the winger, but unfortunately the pass is called forward.
Yeah, those are the plays I love seeing, because those are plays that the team have practiced, Kev. They've spent a lot of time on that. They definitely created the opportunity.
Yeah, it's a good change-up too there by Te Waipounamu. I mean, they've been going to their live plays or their sweeps, so most of the game. So to play secondary there and use that secondary pass to isolate the collapsing defence, I thought that was quite smart.
Yeah, good work to Waipounamu. So they're hot on attack here. Tamika Flavel with the ball, working with Jamie Colossi. She's got speed to burn, Jamie. Got good skills too. These girls have played a lot of touch together through the counties programs, also through Bullets Touch Club. So it's good to see the talent out there.
Yeah, I think this is one area of the game that Te Waipounamu need to fix up. They're not getting to the initiation of the touch. They're finding a body, holding it in two hands. I think if they can clear rucks a bit better, they're going to get a better strike opportunity coming through their orange.
Yeah, here we go, Meg Sycamore again. That's a good plant. It's called it offside. Oh, they give opportunity. Yeah, just asking the question, calling the number off, and the number's got to acknowledge that they were offside, so they've got a fresh set of 6 here. Goes Amelia. Nice and physical in there, Kev.
Yeah, it's
Emily, my corrections here. Emily's number 16 for Te Waipounamu. Meg Sycamore on the ball. Emily, here goes Trish. Rugby, good rugby player for Motago. Oh, just push that past there, Kev.
Yeah, I don't think it was really needed. They still had another couple of touches up their sleeve. It would have been good to tire the Raiders' defence out a little bit more. But as we see the Raiders here transition through the field as they get to the 50-metre mark here, as we see Jess running across the field, setting up, they'll be looking for a 5th dump here.
She's looking sharp too, Jess. Savannah, great power strike there. Good shot there. Oh, beautiful pass. That's a play on. Cass is coming across. Oh, great work. Way to work, man. That's a winger. You'll be chuffed with that one. And she's nice and honest too. Calls just missed, Kev.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that one there.
So she
We'll
went
go
in,
to the replay.
went in to save. She's way in, and then she turns here, comes out, dives, and oh man, just missed. And that's what our game's made on here in New Zealand. There, Kev, honesty.
Yeah, that's a great scrambling touch, or almost touch there by Cass on the wing. You've got to applaud the effort that she made to just go a fingernail short.
Here we go, Turnbull and Kavanagh in the middle for Te Waipounamu. Just going up the middle. That's the half-time hooter. Half-time there, we've got the Manukau Raiders over the Te Waipounamu team leading a 6-3.
That's half-time on this final game of the day. Manukau Raiders lead Te Waipounamu
Kia ora Tiwi and welcome back. This is the Premier Touch League. This is half-time of the women's game. We have Te Waipounamu taking on the Manukau Raiders. Joining me is Michael Kavanagh, and we've got the luxury of calling this last game. Kev, just before we get into it, how are you finding the PTLs personally? Kev, what a great concept.
Yeah, it's cool to be back running around. Suffered an injury after World Cup and Warriors, so it's just good to lace the boots back up. Different dynamic of team. Back to my 21 years, we got a quite a young team that I'm running around with. So it's cool to see their efforts and their talents put on show on a big stage in the open men's grade. So no, it's really exciting, and I think it's great for the sport moving forward in both our men's and women's division.
Awesome. Here we go. On the ball, Dana Turnbull with Meg Sycamore. We've got Michaela Moore sitting here at right link, going to run a little bounce out play. Oh, in behind. Oh, just overran it, unfortunately. Yes. Oh, lucky to get away with that one. Michaela Moore, she's got some good speed. Oh, nice little tricky play there. Little backdoor sweep coming off.
Yeah, the move that Te Waipounamu just ran there, I imagine Wade Brunsden will be happy with that. He saw the Northern Strikers run it in week 1, so it's good to see the versatility of the teams identifying what other teams are using and trying to implement it in their own game plan.
Yeah, it's good to see that play come back, and and he's definitely polished that one. It's one I seen Bay of Plenty Open Mix run also many moons ago when they played Christchurch in the Open Mix final. That was a long time ago. But here we go. Meg Sycamore, defensive Shah there. Got Tamika on the ball. Plenty of strikeout there. Jamie Colossi sitting here at left link. Just directing the young talent around the field.
Yeah, good patience by the Raiders here, not trying to overthrow their hand too much as we see Jamie sweep around there. Getting there nice and early, looking for the bounce back as Shah looks to go over the top. Good step back dive. That's a good covering touch there by number 1, Michaela Moore.
Yeah, and also in their Cass again, these wingers for Te Waipounamu, they actually don't sub. They play the whole 40. There's Atawhai Hōtene there, dummy half. Michaela Moore bringing the ball up, and that's nice big 5 there from the officials. Pressing well there, Tamika, working with Charlotte. Seeing a nice power plant, and there goes Janelle Kavanagh at half. She's going to pick the ball in 2 hands.
Yeah, just looking for an offside penalty there, but Raiders did well to retreat back the 5 metres, and Janelle was caught at dummy half.
Jamie Colossi clears the ruck, finds the side of the body really well. Tamika Flavel there. Here comes Putt. Nice work, and they're really dominating the ruck here, the Manukau Raiders girls.
Yeah, lovely ball skills here by the Raiders as they find great holes through the field as we look for a right to left. Good chop there by Lisa, but Cass, she's doing really well out there. She's picking her options really well, and that's a great defensive read there by the winger.
A good way to start the half also for the Manukau Raiders, just their connection through their skill set. Jessica Fawkes there, Atawhai Jess Tristet. Yeah, she got up nice and early. And this is that area they definitely need to clean up the orange zone. Maybe just get a little bit closer to the pushing the pass there.
Yeah, they just look quite bunched and flustered as they're coming onto the field there. Hicker, they really need to clear that up, and whether or not it's the intent of where they're getting on touch 1, 2 and 3, it's probably not as direct.
It does look like they could maybe just get a little bit closer to the sideline. They seem to be where they're dumping the ball. Once they sub off, it seems to be about 8-9 metres away from the sideline.
Yeah, as we see a good flying touch there from Cass on the wing, trying to stop the flow as the Raiders cross the half here, as we see Pune with the ball. Back to her playing up teammate Jess.
Yeah, just look how they create time, these players. Jessica Maha, Vic, she's got a quite deceiving speed here. Oh, look at that pass. Just didn't quite connect, but the skill set of these skills are slowly starting to take its toll.
Yeah, as we just see here what I was talking about before, I think the leg speed of the Te Waipounamu team as they're coming off just needs to be a little bit more direct with a bit more intent, so that when they do get to transition, they've got an opportunity with their fresh subs coming on. As we see here, Janelle wrapping around onto the ball, planting from Michaela.
One more there, another double drop here. Kicks over. There's definitely an opportunity here. Yeah, she goes through, trying to find an open player. Oh, great. Now the last 3 drives here from the Te Waipounamu team was definitely class. They had the Manukau Raiders backpedaling Cav on their back foot, and Janelle just sliced through that hole.
Yeah, and we saw when they were down 3-0 that's what brought them back into the game when their transition was a lot smoother. So they'll be looking to continue that, but one set can't be enough. They've got to make sure that they continue it and that the next set coming on replicate what we just saw there. As we see the Raiders just finding nice space through the field, lovely ball skills.
Beautiful ball skills, and they dominate. You know, when they have the ball in two hands, they really entice the defenders to pop out, and they can get in behind them and drop what we call a drop on the back door.
I guess what they show is just really good rhythm. I guess that's the best way to describe it, Hicks, is that they just know where each other are going to be. They find good isolation of shoulders, and then they're able to get to good strikes at the back end of their sets.
Yeah, I think what you see there is that's the difference of players in a team that trains together, you know, regularly, plays together at module, whereas for the Te Waipounamu girls, they're from Otago, Christchurch, some are from up Tasman. So it takes a while to build that chemistry, doesn't it, Kev?
Yeah, time together is huge. As we see Te Waipounamu here, Dana looking for a scoop through. Probably didn't need to push the pass there. Probably was a little bit too close to the line. Maybe could have just reset there and gone again, as we see Savannah trying to yard out of trouble.
Can definitely not knock the effort. Here we go, Cass, working hard, like I said before. There's Trish there putting some pressure on. Great rugby player also, Trish Hopcroft, plays for Otago. Winger, and that pressure there, Kev, every time Te Waipounamu have pressed forward, or the Manukau Raiders, they've put the team under so much pressure, and they've managed to get the ball back.
Yeah, they'll be looking to get something on the back as we see Meg transition onto the field. So look for her through 3 and 4 here.
Jessica Fawkes here. These girls have played. There is a good combo here at the moment. Jessica Fawkes, Otago, along with Meg. There's Janelle Kavanagh. Just lost her feet there.
Yeah, that's a good touch by Jamie. I'm enjoying how the referees are actually allowing the physicality to continue here. It's open women's touch, so it's good to see some strong touches being made out there.
Yeah, we talked about that skill set earlier on. Those are those 1%ers. They're lucky to get away with that, dropping back into the 5. Generally, you drop back in there, sometimes you get a sneaky penalty.
Yeah, it's been a trend of the game that's probably snuck through if you've seen a few penalties over the weekend, or even last weekend, as we see Jess just find the nice open player there down the sideline, is that the referees adjudicate whether or not you're dropping early if the touch hasn't become imminent. But we saw there that the toucher was always going forward to the touch, so play on was the call.
Good work. They're really looking good on the back end of the sets, the Raider girls. They definitely, it doesn't matter who it is, you know, who's dumping for who, whoever's in the best position will plant the ball. But here we go. This could go forward there from the winger.
Yeah, this is better. You talked about it just before, Hicks. You thought they needed to get closer to the sub-box, and that's exactly what they've done here, allowing for a better transition. So we'll look for Dana at the back end of this. That's a good touch there by Savannah. Got out to a strong point as we see Dana having a scoop. And that's a good completed set there. They can be happy with that.
Yeah, I think probably what they could add on is Savannah she pushed out as the only defender, and we come and drove straight at Savannah. There's definitely another player behind her, so I'd like to see them open that gate, Cav, on the back end, check inside and get the person at the back, what we call the back of the gate.
And I think that's the luxury of what we're seeing through this Raiders team. They're doing that really well. If one point defender's coming up, they're able to find the gate to the back defender by just moving the ball, knowing where each other are going to be. As we see this combination again, as Tenovic is on the back end of the scoop here, little show and go, just putting Dana in two minds. Oh, and a lovely evasion. I think there's Jamie Colossi there crossing for the Manukau Raiders.
Yeah, and we talked about skill set, ball in two hands, and Taya, she's a beautiful player to watch. And Jamie just well balanced. Unfortunately, the open side defence from Te Waipounamu, they didn't shift in, Cav, you know. We call it that tail defence. Weren't quite there, so they found a hole up the middle there, and they go out to a 7-3 lead, Manukau Raiders.
Yeah, just a nice little stop and go there by Antinovic, and Colossi was equal to the task. Nice little manoeuvre of the body to evade the touch and crossed over for the touchdown.
Here we go, Hayley Lee. Molly's on the ball. Janelle Kavanagh, little 32 peel for phase play here. Just going to throw the ball. Oh, that's a good recovery from the outside. Yeah, it was a penalty, so offside. Offside on the phase play. Unfortunately, might have just scratched the nose there. That's a penalty there, though. Offside on the phase. Jessica Maha, she's straight up there. Oh, yeah. You know, I was quite a good actor, Cav. I probably wouldn't have given that one away, even though I dropped it.
Yeah, I thought she might have got away with that. Looking from up here, I was a little bit 50-50 on whether she caught it or not. We saw Richie Moanga in the All Blacks last night with a lovely set of hands in a similar instance, and he got called for the drop ball as well.
Yeah, but just so honest, Molly, you know, put her hand up. Yeah, I think I dropped it. Here's Taya again. Just look how much time she's got.
Yeah, just really patient with the ball, likes to sum up her options, and 9 out of 10 times she's going to pick the right one.
Yeah, and she's a real battle horse when it comes to defence and yards. She's pretty much the full package now. Taya, so it's great to see Hayley Lee. That's way better. Yes, they get a penalty, and they must have heard us, Cav. They needed to get closer to that sub box. On come the fresh troops, and I can see Coach Damo, as we call him. He's definitely sent this combination out with some very particular instructions.
Yeah, they want to get one here. If they get one here, then by all means, they're right back in this game. We saw earlier in the men's grade a good comeback win. So by all means, if Te Waipounamu can get one here, it's game on.
Good work, short side scoop. Dana just trying to find a player. Oh, yeah, good work from Charlotte. That's great work. Good mirror defence.
The outside combination there probably just needed to give Dana a bit more of an option there. They got a little bit static in terms of where they were.
Good change up from Dana. Going to get a little sweep play here. She might dummy and come short side. Little follow. Yeah, great work. Yeah, blocker play. Are they going to give that? So, yeah, we'll see on the replay. That was well run. So, these three run this combination really well. So, here we go. Meg Sycamore just, yeah, good work. Unfortunately, they just ran into each other off the ball. That's a good touchdown, sweet play with inside follow.
Yeah, nah, I'm all good for that play. That's a nice identification there. I think it was Meg who ran the block. As long as she doesn't go into the in goal to take them away from the touchdown, then by all means.
And a lot of these girls have all played youth for New Zealand through the 16s, 18s and 20s together. They know each other really, really well, Kev.
Yeah, and I think the three that were on there were a part of the New Zealand Open Women, so a good Otago combination. I imagine that they run around at the parks down there, so they know each other very well. As we just see a little bit of a breakdown in connection there in the Te Waipounamu defence, and Jamie Colossi goes over for her third.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying these change-ups. So they run a 32 peel here. Comes around, just a little short play, shows the ball and releases, and Jamie Colossi just strolls over. So, yeah, hats up to, heads off to the coach there, Lance Flavel. He's definitely sent a nice little change-up, sent the right group to run that play, and pays huge dividends.
Yeah, we talked about the connection hiccup in the first half, and they just lost it there again through the defensive line, did Te Waipounamu. We saw that the middle went into shut, and the link was kind of left in two minds out there.
Here we have Kavanagh with Sycamore Meg. Kavanagh at half, going to come short side. Just going to run her. Oh, just the pass. That definitely created an option out here.
Yeah, they're looking to attack the left edge of the Raiders' defence, or the right edge of the attacking side there.
Nice work from Putt. She lays a really good foundation there. Lisa Putt, number 17. On comes Savannah. 7 minutes left in the second half. PTL Touch Round 2 2019 coming to you live and direct from Otautahi, Waitaha, Christchurch. Here goes Vic Pune. Ball in two hands. Really stretching that Waipounamu defence, Cav.
Yeah, and the best thing is that they're finishing their sets. You know, there hasn't been many errors from the Raiders as they've been coming off their line, and I think that's reflective of the scoreline. They've given themselves every opportunity to really take this game by the horns.
Unlucky, just lost the ball there. But they really stick to their processes, Kev. And they stick to the yardage pattern. They're very disciplined. Touch sort of 3-4 if they've got, if they're right up the right end of the field, they will move the ball. But they're quite a disciplined group, this Raiders team.
Yeah, they've got good trust in their processes by what they're running out there. As we just see the defender lose their feet and a lovely left to right pass there, but the winger was unable to grab that out there. I think that was, what number did we have out there? I can't see the number from where I'm sitting, but just unfortunately she wasn't able to take the pass. Otherwise we were looking at a 9-4 scoreline.
Here we go, Michaela Moore. She's come back on. Just looking to go nice and forward. Dana Turnbull sit in that right link. Here goes Emily. Michaela Moore too, just trying to run through there.
Yeah, just lost the count there as they were coming into their fifth touch there, so that'll be something that they'll want to clean up for the last 5 minutes, making sure that they get to the back end of their strikes.
Yes. Yeah, they're just probably not creating enough opportunity through the orange to get that right target on the back end.
Yeah, as we just see Taya there able to grab another penalty for the Raiders. Heard the referee call the middle defender offside and was able to pick up an offside penalty.
Here we have the ball, Colosses out there. Davis, Maha, coming on backdoor sweep there, Jessica. She's going to bounce out. Shah's got the ball. Oh, face plays, going to step back, come short side.
Yeah, she's got great footwork and great patience, does Shah, as we see her able to get a recount. So we'll look for this combination that are on the ball now to get something off the back end of this.
Jess with the quickie here. Good shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, that's quality, Cav. So what happens when you run that play, Cav, as a link, you tend to try and what we call sting it. So the link done exactly what you'd expected it to. She comes out to sting Jess, but Charlotte on the money. Skip past to the link, hits the hole, and beautiful touchdown. And now the Manukau Raiders go out to a 9-4 lead over to Waipounamu.
Yeah, you just saw the patience and the eyes up play there. Could have released it straight off the deck. Saw that the link flew out to try and make the touch on the quickie player there, and was able to hit a chopping Raiders attacking player to take the touchdown, score out to 9 touchdowns to 4.
And I just applaud that type of attack, Kev. You know, we don't see those type of moves run much at all at any level.
No, it's terrific eyes up play there, and you can't coach that.
Nice, here we go, Manukau Raiders. Molly coming around. Good play, probably the timing was just a bit off, but good work from the girls.
Yeah, came from some depth there, so she wasn't really getting the ball on the ad line, and they're just trying to push the pass there, and their fifth touch hasn't been as strong as it was at the start of this half.
Good work here. Here we have the Raiders just going straight into their work. Here's Lisa Pup. Really liked the role she's played for this team. She's gone forward. She's been very vocal in defence. And here's Savannah. She'll check into the middle of the field. Now, what she does well there, even though she does dump a long way away from the sub-box, she buys time for these fresh legs to come on. And because these girls have got great skill set and they love to promote the ball, look at Jessica go. Just lost their way, but I don't think they'll be too disappointed with that. So here we go. Nice injection here, Cav. You know, we want someone to really take it by the scruff of the neck here from the Southerners. Get right in there, fresh legs on. Here comes Trish. This is injection we're after. Go right to that 50 zone, middle of the field. Meg Sycamore's on, working with Emily. Just get the ball back here. Meg will get it, check back to the middle. Just want a nice power plant in here, and then Meg can work off that. Trish is on the, oh, good work. Yeah, just probably needed to be a little bit more patient on the pick.
Yeah, that's lovely work from the defence there. They saw that one of their key defenders there just got pushed over at the touch, and they were able to come up with a good defensive play to stop the momentum of Te Waipounamu.
But we could see that play unfolding, and you know that just goes to show they have got the quality out there. Meg's in the middle there. It's good to keep her on the ball. She's got a really good short side scoop on her too, Meg, with some good speed. So they might run this little fake sweep. It's definitely a pep play.
Yeah, I think what we've seen through this game is that when momentum's been with one side, they've really got outcome off the back end of it, and I think that's something that Te Waipounamu have struggled with in the second half, really to build that momentum. They had that good little set where Dana threw that nice little flick in ball off the block as they look to run another follow there. Just a little bit of breakdown in communication there maybe between the two. Yeah,
it was a follow, and I think it was that was the play, because they got Jamie Colossi got up, she made the touch, and she scooped away from her, Meg. But yeah, just a lack of communication, unfortunately. And like I say, you can't knock the effort, Kev.
No, you can't knock the effort of any team that's been playing. You know, every game's gone right to the 40th minute, whether you're 2-1 up or it's a wide scoreline. So it's good to see that, regardless of what the scorelines are, that everyone out there is really playing to that final whistle.
Oh, nice late switch here, skip ball, a little bit forward. I could just see the players off the field. She'd like to have her time again. But, you know, that's the players expressing themselves, Kev, and that's what we love to see.
Yeah, it's always good to see the smiles out there, knowing that the players are having fun, and that's all you can ask. The level of competition's there, but if you're not having fun, you know, it's got to come part and parcel, so it's good to see that there's smiles all around out there.
Yeah, and you're right about the level. I mean, look at this. This is Michaela Moore on the pick. She's got some speed, Michaela, and it's a pity we didn't see a little bit more of this. Jessica Fawkes. It's couldn't quite get there, but they can actually punish you from there. The Te Waipounamu team, they've definitely got some strike, Kev.
Yeah, and that's the momentum that they needed to be playing with right through the second half. It's just a shame that it's in the final minute that we see the back end of that. So the Raiders, they won't want to give up here though. They'll be looking to get back down there and hopefully get one more before the end of it. As we see a strong touch there. Raiders will want to play out this final 30 seconds as we hear the hooter go. Inventive flick pass between the leg, but unsuccessful there. So in the last game of the day, we see the Manukau Raiders women's take out the game, 9 touchdowns to 4 over the Te Waipounamu ladies.
We hope you join us in 2 weeks' time. Same place for round 3. Remember, take the rubbish with you as you leave. Safe travels home. I'm George Haswell, Ka kite anō. Touch, what a game! Attention, Manukau Raiders. Auntie Tina would like you to make your way to the bus station. Your bus has arrived. Quickly.
What was the final score? 9. Yeah, 9-4. One for the referee.
Jessica Maha.
Another friendly reminder, we would love to leave the venue as we found it, so please take your rubbish and place it in
Kia ora
the
te iwi, and joining me is Jessica Maha. She's the captain of the Manukau Raiders, and how was that one there?
Yeah, that was a good one. We just wanted to improve on our performance from this morning, and I think we really got out there and stayed in the grind. So yeah, happy as for the girls.
Now, those people might not know, but you were at the airport early this morning. What time did you have to get out of Auckland this morning?
We were at the airport at 5 a.m. Came straight from Mahi, going straight to Mahi after this. So yeah, long day.
Just to wrap it up, your thoughts on the PTL? What an awesome concept.
Oh, I think it's amazing. Like, it's just a great opportunity for us to all get out there and play some good touch, like even before the season. So yeah, mean.
Awesome, thank you. That's the captain on behalf of the Manukau Raiders. I'm Hikapene. PTL Touch 2019. We're out.
Please use them.
Touch New Zealand's coverage of the Premier Touch League is brought to you by SAS Sport and One Foundation. Live, it's the Premier Touch League.